Fight presents.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
You're watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. My name is TK Trinidad, aka the Canadian Assassin. I feel like I'm going to retire that name. And I am not alone. She is the editor-in-chief of Women's Wrestling Talk. Please welcome the girl I can't pronounce her first name, even though she's the editor-in-chief, Santana.
Hi, it's Driune, but you can just say Santana and leave it at that.
There it is. And we are not alone. She's also a writer and host for Women's Wrestling Talk. Please welcome Meka Billy.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Excited for this one today with my friend.
Yes, I'm very excited. Today's going to be an amazing show. And of course, nothing but amazing guests. You've seen her wrestling everywhere. She is the leader of the Creep Squad. You now can see her in Playboy Centerfold. Please welcome Faye Jackson.
What up?
Hey.
Hi. Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. We have so many questions, but first off, let's congratulate Playboy Centerfold. How did that happen? The pictures are gorgeous. I mean, you know, just walk us through this process because you just dropped it. You just dropped it on us, and I did some deep diving. If you're part of her OnlyFans, you got the news a little bit, you know, before everybody else. But you just dropped it on us. So, you know, how did it all happen?
They just contacted me and I thought it was fake. Like, I really thought it was fake. I didn't think, I still have my booking email and I still check it from time to time, but I didn't think nothing of it. And this email came in and it was like, hey, we're interested in you in Playboy. And when you see an email like that, I'm like, yeah, okay. And so I clicked on it and I just read through it or whatever, ignored it. They sent a second one probably like maybe a week later. It was like, hey, we're interested in you working for Playboy. Do you have like any questions for us, anything? So, you know, as you get certain people's emails, you click on the email to see where it actually came from. So it said from @playboy.com. So I was like, oh, all right, this might be something. And the guy that was talking to me was explaining to me about Centerfold, how it's going to be similar to OnlyFans, but it's more for Playboy exclusive models because it's starting from the ground floor. They'll probably open it up later on for everybody to join. But for right now, they're just looking for like a particular woman to help promote the brand. And I was just like, y'all do know I'm plus size, right? And they was like, yeah, that's right. That's like, yeah, that's completely fine. I want to send you over to our talent manager, and we just got into talks from there. They have me be the feature for this month for April as like one of the new people that they're bringing in. So yeah, there we go. I'm in Playboy Centerfold.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So, I laugh because we have talked about retirement a lot.
Yes. I'm still
so are you still retired officially?
Yes, I cannot bump.
Okay.
Like, as far as physicality, I cannot do that. Actually, today I just went to physical therapy. I still got a few more sessions to go. Everything's still going really good though, but it took quicker than expected the first time around before surgery. And that's why I had to get surgery because I was healing like Wolverine and it healed wrong. So I had to get surgery to get the corrective surgery so it can start healing correctly. So that's why the physical therapy, I'm still doing the physical therapy now, but everything's good.
Yeah. So you can't bump for now or you can't bump forever. Because, I mean...
That's the question.
I can't bump for now.
Okay.
So it looks like we're going to stick for
right
right
retiring.
Yeah, for right now, because seems like a temporary retirement to me.
But
Correct.
do I actually need to wrestle?
I mean, at this point, no.
We're gonna get into
Not
that.
really.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there. We are gonna get there.
Because everybody's trying to crucify me for things I say anyway. And that gets me more over than anything. So
That's
do I
true.
really need to wrestle?
That is true, my friend.
Well, be a manager, do the whole, be a mouthpiece for somebody. Honestly, I think
What
that
they want that?
I would want that.
Yes.
I'm always
Yeah.
here. I'm always here for people who know how to talk to people and put them in their place. And you definitely one of those people who definitely know how to put people in their place. Because if you can just get people upset over the words that you say, you're already in control.
Oh,
Twitter be in shambles. Twitter be in shambles over Faye. So if she was to do that on the mic, she would put whoever she's managing over 1,000%.
people just get mad at me over my tweet with Veer.
We're not talking about that thing. I'm talking about Veer right now.
That
He
is
looks
the thing.
good.
He finally showed
Every
up,
time I know that
It
part.
look good.
Every time I look at Twitter, like you're into, like, I feel like you're my spirit animal. Like you just say stuff. You say stuff. You do, like, you just out there in a good way. And it's like every time I look at Twitter, like you into some trouble, not in a bad way, but it's like everybody's tweeting at you, or you have to put out a statement about you not knowing about Big E. Like it was just like, why is she? You know what?
Don't roll your eyes like that, friend. Don't roll your eyes like that.
We're gonna get into that. So you're right. You
I'm
don't
actually
need
being
to wrestle.
nice because
I know.
So I'm being nice in a way, I guess.
You don't need to wrestle. And the thing that I saw on your social media was your walkout with Pretty Boy Smooth for
Yeah.
ECW for Culture, and you got one of the biggest pops. So the fact that you are retiring, did you get a lot of DMs saying people want you to valet for them? Because that's definitely an avenue.
At the beginning, yes, but at the beginning, I just was not interested at all. Like I was focused on getting myself better because when I can't brush my teeth, everything I have to do is left-handed. I can't comb my hair. I can't do my makeup at all. Like I can't, even now I can't touch my shoulders, but we're getting there. So at the beginning, people were like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm just like, no, I'm good. But now that my physical therapy is progressing more and they gave me the leeway to hey, if you want to step in the ring, you can, just please don't take anything. So even me walking Pretty Boy Smooth out to the ring, and he just asked me as soon as I got there, he's like, can you please valet for me today? Yeah, he did it for me when the first collective. And Christian Casanova, who is now Carmelo.
My fave.
He out to the ring, the first collective, so I was just returning the favor. As far as me continuing to do it, if anybody's interested, just holler at me. Now I will say I'm not going to do it all the time because that's my choice.
Right.
I like to show up and go.
Okay, I agree. Okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being in control of what you want to do, and at this time, the success you have, you're able to do so. And they can either get with it or get going. So I have to ask, prior to your retirement for now, wrestling. How did you actually get into wrestling? Like, when did you know or figured out that this was something that you wanted to do?
I actually used to go to a lot of independent shows that was in the area. So around the time I was living closer to New York City, I always venture to Brooklyn, always go to the Bronx. There were a couple of shows that were in Manhattan if they were lucky. If I would just go to the shows and support independent wrestling because everybody would watch, Impact, and they used to come in town. Ring of Honor used to come in town. WWE always used to come in town. But there are certain independents that stuck out to me, and I used to always go. So once I started going to the independents, I wouldn't say that I caught people's eye, that was in the business, but they're just like, you're too distracting to just be sitting here. So why don't I have you like do something during the show? As long as it was like I did like the little ticket sales, I did like the little cupcake sales and things like that, to the point where it got to be where the one guy that actually wanted me to stick around the business, Grim Reefer, he was just like, yo, you need to like actually be a part of this. Like, I'm gonna have to show you how to take bumps. And at first I was like, no, I don't want to take bumps.
Thank you.
I don't want to wrestle. Like, I'm good with what I'm doing. He's like, and he calls me kid. He's like, nah, kid, like, you gotta be like, you're different. You gotta be a part of this. So he showed me how to take my first bumps, because he's like, I need for you to walk me out to the ring, but you're not going to be that typical valet or manager where if I walk him out to the ring, I'm not just going to stand there. Like, he wanted me to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of just blossomed from there.
I love that. I know you did some dives too. Like, I saw one.
Yeah.
I think it was like your first dive. Like, what was that like for you? Like, were you scared? Like, scared? Like, were you scared just gonna like land wrong? Because I know taking those type of bumps, diving through the ropes, like sometimes your foot can get tangled unless you're clumsy like me. So I would probably never do that.
I was more afraid of my ass hitting the rope. Like, dead ass, more afraid. Like, if like even the top of my ass hits the ropes, I'm just gonna fling like this, and that's it.
So let's fast forward. You are the leader and the president of the Creep Squad.
My application is still pending.
Yeah, Xavier Woods is in the Creep
What
Squad.
application you in, girl? Please.
Oh, that's the question. One, Big E is injured, so now he has some time. So one, is he going to be added to the Creep Squad? And
No.
two, okay, there's that answer. Where are the applications for the Creep Squad? Because I feel like I want to be like the low key one. Like, I feel like everything you say and the people that are in it, I relate to. So I just kind of, where are these applications? How does one apply?
All you have to do is ask. I'm not like Suge.
Can I be a part of the Creep Squad? I'm asking you. Can I be a part of the Creep Squad?
Of course.
All right, babe, I'm in there.
So Suge with the wholesome game, he makes you do the applications, and he checks your Twitter feed and make sure you ain't say nothing crazy. Checks your Instagram. He does all that with the wholesome game. Me, you want to join the Creep Squad? You in. Period.
Okay. So can I be part of the Creep Squad?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Just want like
You're
an
part of
official
the
documented.
I'm a little reckless, a little bit, but not too much.
Definitely, Santana is reckless. Yes, I agree.
Just a little reckless, but not too much. Not too much.
Hey, look, I love it. If you like it, I love it. You're in.
Praise God.
So then, what happens now? Now that we are all a part of the Creep Squad, so what? Like, are there meetings?
Yeah.
Is there wrestling Twitter after dark? What are we part of? I saw the Faye Jackson jury trial number 2 is happening.
No,
it's not. We're not doing it.
It's not.
What's happening?
Mainly, just tweet how you feel. Creep Squad will always back you up. Say what's on your mind. You belong to a community that always will have your back.
Yeah, that's very true.
Good, because I had y'all back too. I like to fight.
You know,
Santana. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, TK.
Look, you decide that you want to say something about Roman Reigns.
Yeah, let me tell you.
That's all she talks about. That's her.
Please,
That's her.
I'm trying to.
She is anti-Roman, okay?
Oh, you're anti-Roman?
Mm-hmm.
He look good though.
He looks great. That's it. That's the tweet. There's nothing else that goes past that.
Well, sometimes we don't have to pay attention to the wrestling. You just want to look at him.
Facts.
I've seen better, but he's cute.
Oh.
I like to look at something else.
No.
All right. One thing I do want to answer to as well, because like I said, your Twitter is really active and sometimes it's hard to keep scrolling. So the trial part 2 is not happening. But can you take me to the trial 1? Because there was a lot going on. There's a lot of people I had to follow. There's stuff happening at certain times. And I was like, I can't. And I wanted to text you about it, but I was just like, I mean, she's busy right now. She's in a trial. So can you break it down? Because people, for people who, you should be following Faye, break it down. What happened?
So I sent out a tweet stating if Big E wanting the money in the bank that I would release my nudes. Now, is that what I said? I
yes,
said
that's what you said.
Because wording, look, that's the thing. Wording and reading is that's fundamental. Like a lot of people don't have comprehension. So I said I released some nudes. I never said my nudes. I said some. So he somehow, some way won. So I had this makeup palette saved and I posted it, which the first tweet I put out, once it happened, like my Twitter had already blew up because everybody's like, oh, she gonna be naked on the timeline. Like, you thirst hounds. Like, like, why do y'all want to see this? But whatever. So I posted what I posted. It was a palette and it said nudes because I ain't say my nudes. I said some nudes. And people were mad. When I tell you, people were
angry
at me.
I love it.
Where it's like, we gotta have a trial. Wrestlers court.
Wrestlers court on Twitter.
I love it.
And then the people that showed up, like the audacity, and then he gonna say he meant to show up too, but then he fell asleep because he's old. So of course, but it's like, what? Why I get into trouble for something that I actually did it? I posted the news. Y'all just mad that it wasn't mine.
That's their fault for thinking that was supposed to take place. Like, you never said yours, and that's the problem.
Nope.
That's their fault.
Here's the thing: to be the devil's advocate, like, it's not like you don't post pictures at all, right? The pictures you post are beautiful. You're gorgeous. Like,
I'm never naked.
Just correct. I agree with that. But when you say nudes, given the fact that you post a lot of pictures, I'm gonna assume that I'm not gonna say you're gonna do hustler style, but you might see a cheek. I would be upset too. So I could see why people feel like. I feel like you led them toward one direction and you just did the flip. And
y'all need to blame me.
They led them
whatever you
because
want.
that's what they thought, and they thought.
I blame Big E.
Yeah, blame him. He shouldn't have won.
he shouldn't have won.
Dang.
Big win. The Twitter was still being an uproar because oh man, we were supposed to get some news from Faye. We can't even get them because Big E.
Well. And it's still, I said some, not mine.
Well, I have to recuse myself on that because Big E is a purchaser of my cocoa butter brand, so I can't, say anything negative. So I'm just gonna let you know that it's all positive.
I support Black businesses as well, and it's good to hear that he does, but he still ain't shit.
Hey.
Well, Santana, make sure you clip that one out and.
I love controversy. I am here for it.
This is the only thing me and Faye don't agree about because she knows I love him, but I have to contain that when I'm around her and talking to her because she's not interested. She don't hear nothing about that, so I have to.
Faye and I might be cool. We might be really good friends.
Look, handshake emoji, bam.
Handshake. We're really it's official. Faye and Santana are friends.
Thank you.
We're here now.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of trouble.
There is. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
It's going to be.
Yeah, so. I remember that day I got dragged for no reason, but
Wait, what?
Yeah, I got attacked on multiple occasions. I got attacked over a wrestler who got released. Yeah. And then I got attacked over the whole Naomi situation because I said I wanted her to go heel. And all of her fans attacked me because of that. I'm like,
she's a good heel.
No, because of things that I was on another podcast and they was like, oh, well, you're saying that, she need to be like the Usos or whatever. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm saying like join what they got going on or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I would love to see her in the bloodline.
That's what I'm saying, but nobody ever. But they really. This was months before, like way before Naomi even came back down to SmackDown or whatever. And they jumped me, and I was like, "Now look at y'all." she joined this bloodline. I'm gonna repost that video.
They gonna be looking
Me saying that I wanted Naomi to go heel like 3 years ago, and y'all attacked me. Now look,
I've been saying that. That's a whole nother.
I was like, square up. I'll fight all y'all, but I love Naomi.
Look, Team BAD, they
Hello?
cheering for
They
them.
were not nice. They were not nice.
Y'all wasn't cheering for them.
No, they were saying that they think was boring in a way. You wasn't giving what you were not being true fans of these people like yes they were. So that's why it failed. It didn't get over the way you thought it was. But it's not my fault.
Well, something that might get over that I feel like, you know, should be maybe twice a year is the gray sweatpants battle royale. We talked about this the last time that you were on the show, and they said I think it might have been before the pandemic, or I don't even know.
I believe so.
Yeah. The pandemic seems like it's 10 years ago, but it seems like it was yesterday. It's a very weird thing. But you know, now we're out of the pandemic. I saw he was out and about for WrestleMania. You were doing your stuff, so you know, how can we bring this to maybe, you know, twice a year type thing?
Well, and just to be clear, the one happening this weekend is streaming, right? So we will be able to witness that live.
Which one?
The one I just seen on Twitter. The gray sweatpants. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Keep talking.
I'm a little hurt because
I know there's one with Paris is bumping.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in June.
Okay, so it's okay.
Yeah, the one that's with Paris is bumping. That's gonna be like the Juneteenth weekend.
Okay.
That's a Billy Dixon production. He hit me up and wanted me to be the commissioner for the show. And then he asked if he could do the gray sweatpants battle royal as well. And I said, sure, why not? I just need to see who you want to be in it. And I get to say yay, nay, veto, whatever. But, you know, long as they fit the requirements, they can be in there.
Mm-hmm.
You need
and what are the requirements? Just in case somebody doesn't know.
You have to look right in some gray sweatpants.
That's it?
I mean, of course, you gotta know how to wrestle. I don't want just some randoms up in there thinking because they look good in some gray sweatpants that they should be a part of it. No, you gotta know how to wrestle too, huh? But yes, you gotta fit the requirement of looking good in some gray sweatpants while you wrestle.
Do you need any media coverage, like a photographer? I'm your girl. Like I took some really nice pictures over WrestleMania weekend in Dallas.
Yep,
she did.
I need some pictures. Like
we always looking for photography, especially you know what the guys that be in this. Like I learned from the last one, they are not offended at all by doing this. They want to do it. Like even after the one from last year, people was like, "So when's the next one? Or can I be in the next one?" Like, y'all really want to do this? Okay.
I mean,
well, here's some options. So we have a photographer that you know is of assistance. Women's Wrestling Talk. He has went from 2 people to I think it's 15. I always kind of try to remember to count, but I always forget. There's about 15 people on Women's Wrestling Talk. So you know you have some backstage correspondents. You have some color commentators. You have a whole roster of women who can, you know, assist you in the battle royal. It can make it like, you know, an annual thing. So I'm just, you know, putting it out there. We are definitely here to support, you know, such endeavors.
Well, thank you.
Black business. So
I would definitely get some amazing close-ups. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Oh God.
Especially in the right areas. They don't care.
No, they don't.
They really don't care.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this interview. Let's get back to so I was watching another interview and you were talking about if you weren't wrestling at that time, you would be a sports agent. So now if you can be anybody's sports agent, we'll start with wrestling first and then we can go outside of wrestling. Who would that be?
I would say right now, I wouldn't focus on anybody that already has a contract. I would focus on those that actually should have a contract. So one would be Willow.
Yes.
100%.
And I would say this is my friend's lovely favorite tag team, but the main event.
The main event.
I'm actually kind of shocked, especially with their ability, their size, the looks. Like
they're amazing. They're amazing.
They're TV ready to me. So, and they're a tag team. I feel like tag team wrestling is booming right now. So them, and you know what? Just to give myself a little challenge, I would say should, just to see what I could do.
Okay.
If he doesn't want to work with me, that's on him, because I know how to get some money and I know how to get people seen. So if he don't want to work with me, that's all good. Like Creep Squad, Wholesome Gang aside, I know how to get some eyes on you and get you some money, get some more coins, get some more ducats. But if you don't want to work with me, it's all good. I mean, I'll have the main event and I'll have Willow.
Okay.
It'll be his.
I just got an idea. I feel like, you know, with the Twitter After Dark and the Creep Squad, like you need a show. Like we give you a show, Creep Squad After Dark. That will just be exclusively on Twitch, because YouTube will definitely kick
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and I'm also like, I always kick off ideas or random stuff while I'm doing interviews, because that's just, you know what it is. Santana's like, yes, it's annoying, but this
won't be TK if she didn't do it.
I feel like this is, you are the leader of the Creep Squad. You hold court once a week, and it's Creep Squad After Dark. It happens, you know, at a later hour on Twitch. It's all you. Presented by Women's Wrestling Talk.
I'm tuning in. I'm right there like this.
All right.
I just want to be backstage. Like,
look. Let me produce for you.
I don't mind being in the midst of all the chaos. I am here.
So all that means
a producer right there.
Show up and log in, and then y'all got it.
You got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You do what you do. We'll run the back.
You have the moderator right there. I mean, I don't want to force you to do anything, but I feel like the Creep Squad needs like, you know, a home. So, you know, I'm just putting it out there.
Look, I'm always open for new ideas, especially anything that keeps me out of the ring.
Well,
there it is.
I'm down.
I like this.
You just tell me what you need.
All right. I'm down too. It's not, look, we can put this in the works. I would say you just give me a little time.
Yeah.
Everything can figure, you know how all that go. But because I am working on another project. So yeah, I like it. It's something you know.
I love that.
So what project are you working on though? Like
I can't really speak on it. Y'all just gonna have to see.
Is it wrestling related?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Promotion, like big promotion related? Okay. All right.
Yeah. And once I see how this works, and I can juggle in some more time to, you know, because who needs sleep? You know, we got Telfar bags to buy.
Yeah. And all the colors of the collaboration.
You.
So when is the news coming? So in the next couple of weeks?
When
it's the 8th.
Yeah, I would say within a month.
Okay.
Yeah, within a month.
All right, that's perfect. That's like around the time we can launch the Creep Squad After Dark. So that would work. All right.
Yeah, look, I'm with it. I'll make sure my first guest is Big E.
I'm gonna have to be backstage for that, so I can just be like this.
I'll be here for
What, to look at him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pop Meka on in the camera. Like, hi, Biggie. Oh my God.
And then I'm gonna hop off.
Hey, he ain't gonna do it. He takes like heathens and trollops and all types of stuff, so he ain't gonna do it. Y'all would have to convince him. Yeah, honestly, y'all would have to convince him. Couldn't be if I ask. He gonna say hell to the nah. But if somebody else asks, then he'll listen.
If he asks nicely, he might think about it.
But when it comes to me, if I ask, nah.
You got to be a little persuasive, you know.
Little
I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
I'll
let
send
me
him like
do
some
it.
extra cocoa butter and butter him up. And
plus, ain't like he doing anything. What he doing?
Wow.
He recorded videos.
This is what I'm here for.
Anyway. Somebody has a birthday coming up. Right. What would be the perfect way that you would love to celebrate that?
I'm actually looking now. So last year I took myself to Riviera Maya.
nice.
I'm thinking this year either St. Lucia
Beautiful.
or maybe Aruba.
Also beautiful.
Yeah, I just want to go somewhere where I can look at a beach and drink my drink and just enjoy the day. Because I'm actually into this thing now, especially like post injury. Yeah. I love to travel, just to travel, but travel by myself.
What's wrong with that?
That was my next question.
Yeah, I'll just go take pictures wherever I'm at, and I'll just like save it for my collection.
So I know guys are in the DMs, but is there somebody that is vying for the position? Because it's like I kind of feel like there might be somebody in the background. No,
that's shocking.
I cannot find anyone to save my life. It's like people are afraid of me.
What's your top 5? Like, what are your top 5 requirements to be in the presence of Faye Jackson?
Okay. First and foremost, I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm not dating a fan. Like, I'm sorry. If we just happen to meet where we're somewhere and me, you just vibe, talk, and then from there, I figure out that you're a fan of wrestling. Cool. I'm all for that. But for the fans, like, hey, I want to take you out. Why? That's always been my thing. Like, I'll always be nice to everyone. I'll always talk to everybody. I'll always, I'll take pictures with everybody. But as far as like, you want to take me out to a dinner, knowing that you're a fan, no. So I'm sorry, but yeah, that's my heartbreaker moment.
Okay.
But my requirements are just be sincere and sweet. Make me laugh. Just always want to have a good time, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we need to go out somewhere. I do love somebody that is spontaneous, but spontaneous can be at home too. You could be like, hey, I just ordered some dinner, let's watch some Netflix today. I'm good with that. I'm actually like really like low key. So if I could stay at home, great. If you want to go out somewhere and get some dinner, if I don't have to dress up, now I'm good with that too. That's my main requirements. Be sincere, be sweet, make me laugh. Just,
You have to look a certain way. Everybody can apply. 6'2", tall, skinny, short.
Just be taller than me because I'm 5'4".
I was gonna say that's not hard.
Yeah, just be taller than me.
Okay.
And see, I'm not going to say my requirements are low, but even with that being said, I still can't find nobody.
Right. Well, you have to also be able to wear great sweatpants, I'm guessing.
Oh, of course. Oh, you definitely. I mean, that conversation will be held on Creep Squad After Dark of what below the pants should, below that should look like. Yeah,
That'll be the first episode. So that is the first episode. We already have the first episode package.
Gray sweatpants requirement. # gray sweatpants requirement.
Right. I heard Island Men, they fit that requirement. So, hey.
Don't let them hear it. They're going to pop out the pool. They're going to pop out of nowhere. Like you said, Island Men. Okay.
We're going to have the whole Caribbean diaspora in the comments trying to send pictures to the DM. No, ma'am. Please.
Not taking it there. Not right now. Switching back over into wrestling, I know that when it comes to women being in wrestling in this industry or any industry, we always tend to have to work a lot harder than a man to keep our position and so on and so forth. So from like your experiences and your knowledge, what advice would you give to upcoming women wrestlers?
Don't feed into the bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be cursing or not. Don't feed into the BS. Be unique. Make sure that you stand out. And it's gonna be tough. Like, it's nothing easy about pro wrestling, especially when it comes to the business of pro wrestling. But if this is something you really want to do, this is something you really want to be a part of, keep going. Mm-hmm. It will pay off. Just keep going.
I love that.
I mean, me saying the same thing.
I know. Right? Speaking of wrestling, I do want to ask, because I know you started at our age, kind of, in that area. Now we have the announcement of the resurgence. And new money and new feel and things like that. Are you optimistic? Are you interested? Do you not care at all? Kind of, how do you feel about the new breath coming into Ring of Honor right now?
Well, I know Tony Khan is actually running it now, so good luck to them. Is there somewhere that I would like to help out behind the scenes or anything? No, not really. But even though I think this time it will be fine. As long as they got the right people that help run that division, I think they should call Maria Kanellis back and say, hey, wrangle these girls together. She would be the perfect person. Yeah. And honestly, if Maria will always have my heart, and she knows this. So even if she was like, hey, Faye, can you please help me with this? If it's her asking, I will consider it. Right. Now, if it's somebody else asking, I'm like, no, I'm good. But if it was her asking, like, hey, can you help me with this? Just because without Maria Kanellis, there would be like a no Faye Jackson character, because she helped me at the beginning with this. So she will always be someone that I always look up to, and she knows this. So like, if she wanted me to help her, then absolutely. I do have high hopes for this new Ring of Honor, especially the new women's division. I believe Mercedes Martinez is the interim champion, but Deanna is still the champion. So who knows where it's going to go? If they decided to keep Willow around, honestly, I'd rather see her on AEW TV, because I feel like she's the one.
Well, she will be tonight.
Yes, and I will be watching, of course. And I hope people that get to see her on TV see how talented she is, how beautiful she is, how the crowd, if somebody's looking for that pure baby face that you just absolutely cannot do, it's her. Yep. And she has money written all over her. So I'm hoping, I'm really hoping something comes of this. But as far as like the new Ring of Honor, look, nobody wants to see wrestling die.
No. Right.
When it was announced that, they were closing up, for someone that started there, if I didn't start there, people wouldn't know who I was anyway. Right. So it's not something you want to see disappear. You want, look, WWE need competition. No matter if it's big or small, but they need the competition. And they love competition. That makes their product better, because if they see that these other companies that are on TV are doing this, that, and the third, and they're like, oh, they're bringing over fans from over there. That's great for everyone. That's great for the fans. That's great for the wrestlers. That's great for the business. So the fact that Ring of Honor is back, that's really good, because it's needed. They are still needed in this business.
So much to talk about. Like I said, we'll probably have to do the rest on Creep Squad After Dark. But last question. This is our panel question. So this is happening. My mind is now committed to this. So where Creep Squad After Dark is happening.
Okay.
But panel question. This is for everybody to answer. WrestleMania was in Texas this year. It's going to be in California next year. If you could put WrestleMania anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Africa. Why not? So let's do South Africa. Why not? They watch wrestling over there too. Mm-hmm. And I did learn they do watch wrestling over there too. Why not? Why not do it in South Africa?
Yeah.
It'll be so different, but I believe the support will 100% be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And South Africa, I feel like white Americans wouldn't mind going down there.
Down there, yeah.
People are aware of it. What about you, Santana?
I honestly really don't know. Like, if they wanted to bring it to Mississippi, I'm cool with it. I don't care. I'm chill. We can run over all the potholes together.
My family is from there, so
I know what's going down there.
The family reunions down there. Some wrestling.
Meka?
We actually had this conversation recently, and I would love to see this happen, but it would have to be we'd have to work on it, make sure the infrastructure can handle it. But honestly, like Nassau, like the Bahamas, take it somewhere Caribbean, take it somewhere where we can literally revive tourism and money for a whole country, because as many of us that travel for WrestleMania give us a beautiful destination, a reason to go, and we already spend money. We spend money to go. Y'all spend money to come to Dallas. So you think people not gonna spend money to go to the freaking Bahamas for WrestleMania?
Right.
Like, it would be amazing. So, somewhere like that where we could also be productive in helping revive what the country has going on.
And that's the thing that everybody loves about WrestleMania on the business side. Whatever city they come into, they generate millions of dollars for that city.
Yep. Piggyback off of that, I would say Puerto Rico. Like, I feel like, especially what happened, 4 years ago, and it's still part of America. So, you could have people who are like, let's keep it in America. So, do that. But with that being said, I feel like this is not going to be our last conversation. Like I said, Creep Squad After Dark's happening in May. So we'll work on that. But if you're not following, kind of give everybody the details. So let's circle back to Playboy, how they can find that. Where can they find everything to support you in all your endeavors and to get you to ballet more?
So with my new Playboy adventure, you can go to centerfold.com/Faye Jackson 419. Instagram, Twitter is all the same. Twitter.com/Faye Jackson 419. Instagram.com/Faye Jackson 419. Always keep, and this has always been like my PR spiel, especially to new talent. Keep everything the same, so it's easy to find you. And my valet services, or whoever calls me and wants me to, walk them out to the ring, and then I can walk my butt back to the backstage. I'll do that as well. And that's it. I don't be doing nothing besides, just sleeping and going to physical therapy and bothering people for a living.
And being a commissioner for, other events, but yes.
I do have Paris is Bumping in June, and I will be the commissioner of that event. Mama Faye will be there.
There it is. Thank you so much for hopping on. I really, truly appreciate you. The evolution. Oh, Meka, there it is. The evolution of Faye Jackson.
That's it.
That's it. I appreciate you from when you first came on the show to now, to all the amazing things that you are going to do, that you're about to do. Creep Squad After Dark is going to be a whole situation. I cannot wait to watch it. But with that being said, Miss Santana, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Google. You can type in Driune Santana and you'll find me, but you have to spell it right. Driune. You have to spell my name right in order to find me. You spell it wrong, I'm nowhere to be found. So,
Miss Meka. Where can everybody find you?
Y'all know where to find me. Meet the Mage on all the things. I had to change all of my stuff to match because I got fussed at by them as well about it. So they all match now. So Instagram, Twitter, you can find me at Meet the Mage. If you see me in a space and Faye in the same space, do not come in there. There's no telling what the Sam hell will be going on. But join us whenever you see us. All the things Meet the Mage. Y'all know I'm here on Women's Wrestling Talk for y'all whenever. So.
And speaking of that, definitely go to www.talkpod.com. Check out the website. It is a plethora of articles and things going on, all our shows. We pretty much have a show every day from Sunday to Friday. And I think Creep Squad might be Saturday night. But again, this is still in the infancy. But definitely go there, www.talkpod.com. Go to all of our social media, www.talkpod. You can find me same way. You can just Google me, TK Trinidad. Everything will pop up, all that good stuff. If you want the cocoa butter that Biggie is currently using, you can go find me. The business is all there. Support Black business, all that good stuff. Other than that, thank you so much for joining us, Faye. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching, making the brand strong. Only great things are going to happen next. Till next time, ciao.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.